105 pounds, Terry Taylor. Your referee is Ron West.
Terry Taylor moving out against Mike Davis. A brief handshake as they move out. Taylor, the rookie of the year, with an arm drag takedown. But Davis catches him very quickly in the head scissors. Taylor escapes. Lock up, collar, and elbow. Good fireman carry takedown by Taylor, but Davis again to a head scissors, and again Taylor escapes. Standing switch by Mike Davis. Taylor, out of a chicken wing on that arm and a lateral press, and Davis powers out before the count of 3. Side headlock again by Mike Davis on Terry Taylor into a hip lock takedown. Maintains that side headlock. Tried to roll those shoulders up into a pinning combination, could not. Very difficult this early in the match. Both men extremely fresh, and both men wearing red trunks, both men wearing the Davis with the darker blue knee pads, Taylor with the lighter blue knee pads. Both men pretty close to being equal in height. Taylor a little larger of the two. And it was Davis keeping the side headlock on Terry Taylor. Mike Davis with a side headlock. All right, a top wrist lock. Terry Taylor gets the back leg grip, and it is Davis taken off his feet. Taylor continues to put the pressure on Mike Davis. Now an inside arm bar. And so Mike Davis, a young man with a lot of determination, a lot of ambition. And Davis brings Taylor up, full body slam. As Davis started to move in, Taylor up in. Again, Davis on the canvas. Taylor with the inside armbar. Terry Taylor keeping that armbar. Hip toss by Davis that broke the hold. But Davis beginning to favor that arm somewhat now. The deltoid's bothering him. Those muscles have taken a lot of strain. Once again, they meet in the center of the squared circle. And you'll have a test of strength and leverage and balance here. And so Taylor is the one making the first aggressive move, and it proved to be successful. Hammerlock and a standing reverse by Mike Davis now. Taylor into a high hip toss. Has Davis to the canvas. Taylor brings him up again. Another full body slam. Down across the chest. No, sir. Mike Davis powers out before the count of 3. Full arm drag and twist now by Terry Taylor on Mike Davis. Good match for the referee. You've got two outstanding scientific competitors here. They will follow the rule book. pleasure for the referee. Hip lock takedown. But it was Taylor with the hit to both men back on their feet very quickly. You can see the obvious great physical conditioning involved with these two men. Oh, body slam Davis down across the chest of Terry Taylor. Taylor powers out before the count of 3. To an inside cradle. No, sir. Davis powers out. Rolling reverse by Mike Davis. Taylor again breaks that up. Taylor drops to the canvas with a good shoulder smash. Drops down again. Leapfrog up and over his man. Caught him. A high hip toss coming off the ropes, and it is Davis. Aha! Standing guillotine to a lateral guillotine. A standing to a lateral guillotine executed very well by Terry Taylor, and so Mike Davis has learned another valuable lesson in professional wrestling, no question about that, from the Rookie of the Year, Terry Taylor. Side by side, battling it out with anybody, but that, in fact, also happened. And there was a situation that existed at the Omni where things were getting totally out of hand, and it is a fact that this man is coming over here to my left right now. It is a fact that he did come to your aid.
Well, I definitely cannot deny that, Gordon. As everybody well knows, we've had a lot of bad blood between us, and by no means at this particular time do we feel any friendship or anything like that. I want to definitely make that perfectly clear. But I felt like I owed him something from what happened in the past with his brother's leg and whatnot, and that's why I helped him out last week right here on national television, and maybe he can explain what,
Well, Gordon, let me say this. Last week on national television, this man came to my aid, and I would have expected the devil himself first to come to my aid. It was the biggest shock of my life, and last week at the Omni, when I was watching the match, he was in deep, deep trouble. And I figured the only thing was, I didn't do it out of friendship, and I didn't do it out of the goodness in my heart. I owed him something, and I don't want to owe anybody, and especially this man. So what I figure right now is that we're even. I've evened the score. He doesn't owe me anything, and I certainly don't owe him anything. So the score's even between me and him.
Well, may I just say that both of these gentlemen had requested that we show the incident at the Omni.
Please do that, Gordon, because a picture's worth 1,000 words, and I want to show why the man was in trouble and why I did come out.
Well, gentlemen, I'm terribly sorry, but the Georgia Board of Directors of Georgia Championship Wrestling, after reviewing the film, have decided and deemed that it is really not proper to show on television due to the intensity of the situation, and some of the things that did happen, we're not going to be able to see it on television. So that is, unfortunately, as you can hear here, a very unpopular decision, but I think it's a prudent decision on the part of the Board of Directors. I might also point out one other thing, gentlemen. You have indicated, obviously, that you're not interested in being friends, that you're not interested in...
Gordon, it's all over. There was one-time thing. The score's even. Like I said before, you don't owe me anything anymore. I don't owe you anything. Let's just go on our own way.
Okay. Well, wait a minute, gentlemen. The Board of Directors of Georgia Championship Wrestling has ordered that you two wrestle together as a team one time to settle the issue, July 6th, at the Omni against Maniac Mark Lewin and Abdullah the Butcher, but there will be 2 referees, but you two will be tag team partners.
All right, let me say one thing. If we got to do it one time, we're going to show these people we fought together. We had blood running on there together. Together, we are going to beat the Maniac, and we're going to beat the Butcher.
Wait a minute. Wait just one damn minute. I want one thing from you right now. I want one thing from you right now, and that is your word that you'll stick by me through this one match. Give me your word.
One time and you got it. Together.
That's all I want.
The title match, one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first the challenger from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing in at 240 pounds, Dennis Condrey. His opponent from Nashville, Tennessee, weighing in at 232 pounds, the national television champion, Wildfire, Tommy Rich.
Tommy Wildfire Rich, with his last television championship appearance, is putting the title on the line for a final time. If he wins this match, he will retire the belt and a tournament will be held. If he loses, obviously, Condrey will become the new television champion. But Rich has stated he has one goal now, one goal alone. That, of course, is for the World Heavyweight Championship. Good move. Rich breaks it up with Condrey. Condrey, drawn by a drawing process, caught with a good shoulder smash, drop to the canvas. Tommy Rich in the yellow trunks. Condrey in the black, and it's Rich with a side headlock and the hip lock takedown. Condrey trying for a rolling pin, could not get it. And it was Rich coming off that second rope into a hip lock takedown. One fall, television championship on the line. Rich now, good shoulder smash. Condrey caught Rich coming in that time, using the knees. Condrey very quickly closing in on Tommy Rich. Uses that knee lift again to the midsection of Tommy Rich. Front face lock now by Condrey. Both men back on their feet once again. An all-important match for both men. I'm sure that Tommy Rich would like to be able to retire that belt undefeated. Condrey, I'm sure, wants that belt for obvious reasons, the prestige and the money. To say nothing of the personal satisfaction of being able to say that he defeated Tommy Wildfire Rich, the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship. Hip toss, Condrey complaining, but it certainly appeared that everything was all right. Condrey unloading some heavy artillery now on Tommy Rich. Rich hurtled back into the ring. Condrey in the lateral press. Rich powers out before the count of 3. Condrey back on his feet, closes in. Good ankle sweep by Tommy Rich. Took Condrey off his feet. Condrey, a thrust to the throat, but has Rich in trouble. And it is Rich to that canvas once again. And now it is Rich caught again in the throat by Condrey. Being warned by the referee, and you can hear the chant of the crowd. Let's go, Tommy. Going to a standing guillotine. And Mantell out there issuing encouragement to Dennis Condrey. There you see Dutch Mantell pacing back and forth. Good reversal by Tommy Rich. Bob with a vertical body block. Rich in behind his man, gets the sleeper hold. Rich in behind, gets the sleeper hold. Condrey hurtled into Mantell. And now Tommy Rich, after got behind, catches him from behind. Condrey could have Rich in a lot of trouble here. Rich, the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship here in Georgia, now in a lot of trouble as Condrey pressing a full advantage. Beautiful move. Beautiful move. And so, Tommy Rich successfully defends the television championship. That means he'll put that belt into retirement, and a tournament will be held. Tommy, congratulations to you.
Thank you very much, Gordon. I'd like to thank all the people for being behind me. You know, they've been right there ever since I've had this belt, and I just hope they stick with me because I want to bring that world heavyweight title home to Georgia. Thank you, Gordon. I'm going to give it to you now because I said after this one it was time to do it.
There it is. It's Tommy Wildfire Rich officially retiring the television championship as the television champion, and that means that a tournament will be held to determine a new television champion. To make regarding something that the experts and the fans alike said would never happen, and that is the alliance between Ole Anderson and Dusty Rhodes. Considering their past, it is a unique situation indeed, and sometimes just baffles the imagination. But right now, let's give a listen to the American Dream, Stardust himself, Dusty Rhodes.
You know, how heavy can it get? I mean, everybody wrote in. Everybody talked about it. My phone has been ringing off the hook. I was in the same ring with the man, Ole Anderson. I reached out for him, and he was there. So as of right now, it's all fine and dandy, because the man can boogie. I got stitches in my head to prove it. He's got stitches in his noggin to prove it. But when I go on nationwide TV, looking so pretty like right now, my psychedelic camera crew right here with me, and Linda making me looking so sweet out in the truck there, when I start getting down nationwide and two assassins come out and try to boogie with his pretty face, this beautiful little doll, the American Dream, all the way to Hawaii they're calling me, all the way to Louisiana they're calling me, Griffin, Georgia's even calling me. Then they give me round. Assassins ran from us. In front of thousands of people in Atlanta, the assassins just took it up and ran because they couldn't stand the heat. Well, baby, everybody pretending to be something that they ain't. And everybody copying everybody else. And everybody wanting to know who the original is. Well, for a fact, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, is the baddest junkyard dog around. I am the baddest get down boogie fever man around. I am not only the prettiest, I am the meanest. I am not only the meanest, I am the strongest. I am not only the strongest, I am the dirtiest. I'm not only the dirtiest, but I did what was said unbelievable. I took Ole Anderson as my partner. Bull rope match. Everybody's wanting. So I'm going to tell you what's going to happen with it. Coming right now in the Atlanta Armory on the 6th of July, for the July weekend, Dusty Rhodes, Ole Anderson, double bull rope, strapped to the mean, dirty, mangy assassin. The American Dream, the last surviving hero, meanest man I've ever seen. While all the rest are in the back, laughing and joking. The Dream and Ole and the bull rope's gonna be out in the army cooking, whoo, and smoking.
On fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing first from New York, weighing in at 238 pounds, Maniac Mark Lewin. With his manager, the great Mephisto, his opponent, Austin Idol.
Into the ring, and Mark Lewin attacking Idol immediately, catching him with a series of chops to the side of the head. And it is Idol now trying to fire back. Idol beginning to score effectively to the midsection. Mark Lewin moves outside the ring, and Austin Idol is after him. And now the battle has moved outside the ring, and it is Austin Idol catching it in the side of the throat again by Mark Lewin. He was hurtled into that steel ring post, and now they still battle outside the ring. Mark Lewin smashed into the turnbuckle, and Lewin back into the ring, and Austin Idol is after him. Austin Idol beginning to turn the tide of the battle now. Idol, who was caught coming into the ring now, beginning to move even more effectively. Catches him across the chest, and it is Austin Idol going for the Las Vegas leg lock. Wait a minute. The great Mephisto charged into the ring, and Idol is after him now. The referee is calling for the bell. The referee calling for the bell. And it is Mark Lewin catching Idol with a sleeper hold. The bell has rung. The bell has rung, but it is Austin Idol caught in that sleeper hold, and the referee trying to separate it. The match is over. Idol in trouble here. foam at the mouth. This could be a chokehold. More than just a sleeper, he could be choking in the referee's warning Mephisto to separate them. Mephisto trying to get that cloth over the eyes of Maniac Mark Lewin, but he doesn't appear to be trying too hard. Idol in tremendous trouble here. And they're trying desperately to separate that hold to free Austin Idol from the clutches of the sleeper hold. And wait a second. Lewin finally separated. Lewin finally separated as they have come over there, but we have a problem here with Austin Idol. Mephisto caught in that ring, and they've got Mephisto now. And they're after Maniac Mark Lewin. The referee trying to get things separated here. And, of course, they are concerned now about Austin Idol, who is still unconscious on the ring. And wait a second. Again, it breaks loose. Mark Lewin trying to get in there. Austin Idol now, I'm frankly getting very concerned about Idol as to whether or not they're going to be able to bring him around. He has been unconscious for an inordinately long period of time. Mark Lewin being held at bay by Terry Taylor and Mike Davis. Kevin Sullivan is there, Mike George. And is he conscious? Is he conscious? That is our question. Is the man conscious? And it is
one by one. Everyone will pay, one by one.
the comments by the great Mephisto, but it is Austin Idol who is still being revived there on the ring itself, and still having a great deal of difficulty. I don't know whether he is fully conscious or not. They continue to work on him, trying to bring him around, and it appears that he might be coming around slightly. Tommy Rich moving out there now, and Idol being removed from the ring, but he is not coming around. Idol is not coming around. Those eyes, when they were opened, were absolutely glassy. There appeared to be no semblance of recognition of anything. All right, they're carrying him off, and well, Idol being removed. If I can bring you any information on him, I will, just as quickly as I get it. I'll bring you that information as quickly as I get it, but we'll be back in just a moment. Idol after Mark Lewin, and now it's Abdullah the Butcher against Austin Idol. And it is, they're all after him now. They're all after him now, and here comes Kevin Sullivan. Wait a second. Sullivan. Grab that axe handle, and Sullivan now clearing the ring. Sullivan clearing the ring. And we've got total bedlam here. But Austin Idol and Kevin Sullivan have totally and completely wiped out this variant. We've got the Maniac Mark Lewin trying to escape, and it is whoo-wee. Gentlemen, please. Gentlemen, please. It's wow. I've seen some explosions in my life, but that is something else again. That is something else again. They can say what they want to, but I can assure you of this. Austin Idol is back, and he's all right, apparently. He's fully conscious, and July 6th at the Omni, Austin Idol and Kevin Sullivan go against Maniac Mark Lewin and Abdullah the Butcher. Dusty Rhodes and Ole Anderson will take on the Assassins in a double bull rope match. I want to take a quick moment to bring in Doug Smith. A lot of exciting things happening tonight in Griffin.
Yes.
Has his sights set high indeed. And Terry, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you very much, Gordon. It's a pleasure to be here in Georgia. To tell you all the competition, everything going on, it's fantastic. Got the world's heavyweight wrestling champion here in Georgia. Have the arm wrestling champion. You also have the best fans in the world. I'm just really excited about being here.
Well, certainly no question about that. I know, of course, we were talking in between programs, and you're sort of eyeing that television belt.
Well, yes, sir. That's exactly right. everybody in wrestling sets their goals, and some are higher than others. And I tell you, you go one step at a time. And I'm just looking right now at that TV title, however they're going to go about, either their tournament or elimination or anything like that. I just want to know that right now I want to be first to have my name on the list.
Okay, fair enough. Terry Taylor, we're going to be hearing a lot from this young man as Rookie of the Year, and so he's suggesting an elimination or a tournament of one form or another. I hope that the Board of Directors of Georgia Championship Wrestling are paying heed. Let's take a look now at what's going on around in world history over the years. And in recent wrestling history, circumstances have brought these two men together.
Well, Gordon, let me tell you this. They've had Great Mephisto in here, and they've run roughshod. They brought the Maniac in here, supposedly, and they brought Abdullah the Butcher. And the only thing that him and I have had together is one thing. All of the blood we ever shed was between me and him. There wasn't 2 or 3. I'm going to be there, and I'm going to be beside this man, and we're going to get the job done.
May I just point out, Georgia Championship Wrestling has ordered Austin Idol and Kevin Sullivan to be tag team partners on Sunday, July 6th. At the Omni in Atlanta, there will be 2 referees. It's one time and one time only against Maniac Mark Lewin and Abdullah.
I want to say one thing. I've had a sleeper put on me before, but I have never, ever felt the feeling that I felt when he slapped that Shanghai sleeper. Call it what you want to on me. But I want to say one thing. You think, Abdullah, you think you're the devil? You don't know what the devil is. And Mark Lewin, this is the original Maniac, and I'm going to kick somebody.
Well, I can't say that I blame him. I certainly can't say that I blame him at all. Let's turn it over to our ring announcer.
A 10-minute time.